to have you all here. Whether you're a seasoned tape reader or you're just getting your feet wet in the market, you're at the right place at the right time. Now, let's establish the ground rules for this stream right out the gate. We do not chase green bars and we do not guess. If you're here looking for someone to just stare at a basic candle chart and tell you what already happened, you on the wrong channel. On this stream, we are here to hunt for the invisible hand driving the market. We are training our eyes to spot the nuances and the subtle details that 95% of retail traders completely miss. Every single morning, we are diving deep beneath the surface. We aren't just looking at price, we are looking at market mechanics, the option chain. We're going to look at where the heavy institutional volume is hitting. We're looking at open interest shifts, unusual delta positions, and how market makers are forced to hedge their books. Because that is the true gravity pull in stock price. Hidden setup factors, we're going to break down dark pool prints, volume weighted average price, the VWAP rejections, and the subtle tape speeds that tell you when a big buyer or a big seller is entering the market. Today's session, for example, we've got a lot of eyes on Tesla right now. It's closed Friday down around $422.24 on relative low interest and volume. But overnight, we just got news of a fresh Model Y price hike in the U.S. market, plus emerging supply chains updates out China regarding the Optimus capacity target. China's doing a lot of EV cars over there as well. The surface level traders see a headline, but we see an option chain equation. We're going to map out exactly how the market makers handle the $422.50 and the $425 line today on Tesla, how implied volatility is pricing the premium, and where the trap doors are hidden. See, my goal for you by the end of every single stream is it's not just to have you looking at charts and looking at candles. You know, I want you to walk away with a sharper, more clinical understanding of how the market actually functions. So pull up your desk, open up your option chain, lock in your focus, and let's go to work. The market is about to open, so we're going to see exactly what they're trying their best to hide from us. This is a chart of Tesla right here. In the pre-market, she's right around $418.93. She in a range between 418 and 90, 418.93 and 415.33. So we're gonna watch to see if the support holds at the 415 area and resistant holds at the 418 area. If any of those levels are broke, then we're gonna make a decision on which way we should go with Tesla. I like to trade Tesla most of the time. I trade Tesla. I look at other stocks and small cap arenas when there's small cap poppers and things hit the scanner. I can bring those things up as well. But Tesla is one of my, let's just say, favorites, right? I try to look at a lot of what the pressure of options is bringing towards Tesla. Heading into this morning, Tesla closed Friday, as I said, $422.24. It's sliding down about 4.75%. Going into the weekend. When it moved that fast like that, that's such a big drop. It shifts the immediate landscape for the market makers hedging mechanics because it was Tesla was running up, but the market makers pushing spot price right up against a critical zone right now. So it's important that we pay attention to, if we're trading stocks, we should pay attention to what the option market is doing concerning the stock that you're trading. The option landscape and structure market makers flows are expected to pressure price action today and through Friday weekly expiration. The key option metric levels for May 22nd, weekly expiration, the spot price is around $422.24. Max pain is around $422.50. Um, the shortest intra-week expiration for May 18th to 25 sitting somewhere around 435. That's the high, and 430 respectively, which may act as an upside magnet if shorts covering trigger, if we get a short squeeze, which we like. Estimated gamma flip zone is roughly around $425 and $430 between that. Key put walls is at between $410 and $415. And the key wall peaks GEX strike price is around $450. So between those, you're looking between $450 as being the ultimate high and $410 put wall is being the low considered right now. Market maker pressure and flow dynamics, the negative gamma environment under $425 with Tesla trading below the estimated $425 and $430 of flip zone. Market makers are heading into the weak net short gamma. In a net gamma environment, dealers are forced to sell into the market weakness and buy into market strength to stay delta neutral. Today's volatility trigger because of spots and hovering right, the spot price is hovering right under the flip level zone, the gamma flip zone. Expected increase intraday volatility. Any early morning selling towards $415 put support will force dealers to aggressively short underlying shares to hedge their accelerating negative delta exposure, speeding up a downside slide. In layman terms, if the market goes down or Tesla push the market down or Tesla start falling down below 415, we have a put wall at 410. So if Tesla's sitting at 418 right now and the gamma put wall, the base support is at 410. So you're talking about an $8 spread. So between that $8 is where we're going to find our profits. $8:09 a.m. We waiting for the opening of the market. Meantime, we doing our research on what is moving in the market right now as we speak. We got a couple small caps popping up on the scanner. I don't know if you guys interested in it, but I'll certainly give you the tickers. LABT. That's LABT. Going at $2 right now. The volume is roughly around 1.2 million in volume. The float is about 10 million float. I was looking at a stock earlier that was up 740% today. That's SBFM, $2.35. You may want to take a look at that if you're into that type of small cap situation. Some people like small caps. Yep, she's up around 600 and let's take a look at that. She's up at 600 and something down, something percent. PFM. 610% is amazingly crazy. Crazily amazingly. But yeah, man, that's where we are with that there. You can see how she ran up today. On a stock like this, I would take a look at the history, go back a little bit there, and say, let's do on the daily, let's see what's happening. Okay, so on the daily chart doesn't look promising, if you will. I mean, that doesn't look promising at all. Look at that. It's just, whew. If you think it's going back up, I don't know. Because look here, it was at $20 a share, and now it's at $2 a share. But yet, but yet, but yet, it's up 600% today. So this is where my small cap brothers and sisters, this is where they make their money. They say, okay, we're going to be cubs. We're gonna be little cubs. We're gonna pick up the crumbs from the big bear. And so what happens is they're picking up these crumbs because most people want to see a stock go up and continue to go up. Maybe long-term investments, maybe. But scalping is a thing. So it's a lot of pressure on this particular SBFM right now. If you go to the hourly chart, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 hours she's been going up. So in this period is where my small cap people make their living, right in this little area here. Boom, from here to here. And what we do is we say, okay, guys, y'all finish making y'all living there with the market going up. Now it's my turn. The big bear come in and say, okay, I've just looked at the weekly chart and it looks horrible. It looks like this stock is going to continue to go down. So the minute I see a move going towards this way here is when we'll come in and we'll eat. It's our time to make it, right? So you have to like the market because it feeds the bears and the bulls. It's your choice on which way you want to go on any particular day. One day you might be a bear and the next day you might be a bull. But if you miss being a bull, meaning you missed this ride up, sometimes you can just wait for the ride back down after doing your research on whether or not it's going to go back down, or you get indications that it will go back down. Any kind of catalyst, bad news catalyst. One thing you want to do is find out why it's going up today. That would be a good idea. You say, hey, why is this stock going up today? And get an idea of whether or not it's a real catalyst that's pushing the stock up, or it could be a pump and dump where they come out with some kind of news to push the market up at one point, or everybody decide, hey, we're going to get on this particular stock and run it up, and then, of course, it's what goes up. You know the rest. So we'll be waiting for that. So I'm hearing that the recent upward movement of the Sunshine Biopharmaceutical Incorporated SBFM is primarily driven by a mix of recent financial improvements. speculative retail interest. That means everybody is thinking about pushing. And it's highly volatile micro cap structure. The breakdown of key factors driven the price action is the revenue growth and cost reduction, according to their report. It is I guess they gave a quarterly report, and their revenues increased 36.3 million, so up from 34.9 million the previous year. So this growth is giving guys an idea that they're going to turn around. But again, we only ride between ranges. So it's a pharmaceutical company that had uh, a upward move in their revenue, and they reported that on their quarterly report. And usually, during earnings season, during the quarterly reports, it moves the market one way or another based on where the market is, and we can see that the market is way up, and the S&P is almost $7,400. Up from not too long ago being around 4,400, but I've seen it jump from 44 to 58. Now it's at 75. They are big jumps, and we're excited about it. Right now, that stock that I mentioned to you earlier, the LABT, is moving. You remember I told you it was about $2 and 30 something cent, and it had the volume of 1 million. Now it's got 9 million in volume, and it's it's almost doubled already. So it's at $3.42 and still rising. So you might want to look at that. LABT. We're still waiting for the market to do its thing and open up. It's now 8:17 a.m. We're going to continue to watch the market and see if anything is popping, and give you a few small caps that's on my watch list. We have GOVX, LABT, and SBFM, those that we talked about just a few minutes ago. Stick with me. We're going to ride this train on in and get that money. LABT, LABT. Driven. Might have to take a little. Might have to take a little time as it's 8:20. All right, let's try something. Take us a little bit of shares here just to see how things gonna look on this thing here. I can see something here. Everybody wanna know. Everybody wanna know. Everybody wanna know. Oh, everybody wanna know. Oh, everybody wanna know. Everybody wanna know. Everybody wanna know. Oh, no. Oh. Uh-huh. 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 Oh man, I missed it, bro. I missed it. I had an order in at 350, 340, and it didn't hit. But guess what? I don't chase. So they don't have to worry about me chasing the stock. Let's take a look at it real quick here. LABT. Boom. Okay, so here, I don't want to chase, but it's a 1 minute chart. No, 3 minute chart. All right, let's go 3 minutes. So yeah, she went up. She went up here. Let's go. She went up here, and Let's see here. She fall back down. She fall back down. Anyway, what the heck was that? I saw something just fly across the screen, man. I saw something just fly across the screen. But let me see if I can do this here. I don't know why it's not going to do it for me. Because I don't want that. I don't want this. Come on now. Also share system audio. Of course. Entire screen. Let me see something. Will that work? Let me see if that works. Okay, that works. But I don't like that. I like it here. But anyway, we'll just leave it like that. We'll leave it like that there. Okay, what's this here? All right, there you go. Okay. This is what I was telling you about just 3 seconds ago. Where I had an order here at 345 and I was gonna take it down to like 260 or something, right? So that'd have been about 80 cents. But I missed it because I was too late. And it's okay because you're gonna miss plays, right? But there are gonna be other plays. There are gonna be other plays. So if you miss a play, don't worry about it. Just wait for the next one because it's always going to be another play. Okay? So I missed this from here. I missed this ride from here to here, which is about, let's just give it about 50 cents from here to here. But I was up roughly around 450 or something like that. I was up here thinking it was going to pop up a little bit, but didn't pop up. And what we do, we just keep on. We keep on watching. We keep watching until we get it right. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. 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 Paraqueros amigos. Oh man, they said I shouldn't do that. During these times right now, before the market open up, a lot of traders, they just doing their research, looking to see where the volume is moving at in the market, the overall market, which way it's going to go, whether it's going to go up or down today. Of course, today is Monday, one of those days where it could go either way. So we're going to watch and see if we can get an idea of which way the market makers are trying to push this wave, and then we just get on our surfboard and take a nice spin. That's what we're looking to do today. Imagine you're just sitting in the ocean waiting for that nice wave to come in. You paddle your arms as hard as you can and get on it and ride it, man. Come on. That's what we're about to do here. Get yourself ready. I hope you got your coffee together. I hope you got your note, you got your pen and your pad. And sit back and relax and just walk with me when we go through this market and see if we can pick up some change, right? Because change is always good, man. Change is always good. There was a guy, he wrote a song, he said, there's going to be a change one day. I can't remember how it go, but it's something like that. It's gonna be a change. Change. We need to pick up some change. Oh, a change gonna come. Yeah, something like that. A change gonna come if you just do the right thing there. Change gonna come. It's gonna come, guys. Just do the right thing. We just watching the market right now, and I don't see nothing excited. I don't see nothing exciting. Right now, it's just slow. I just got a alert that HCAI $10.95. More my speed. You know, I'm afraid. I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid of anything that's under $10. I'm afraid of it. Not saying that I won't trade it, but I'm afraid of it because it's so sporadic and it requires a lot of energy and effort to stay on task with it and focus and this, that, and the third. I'd rather be comfortable in my trading and enjoy the ride of trading. I'm looking at HCAI right now, and it's got a top and tail. And when you see top and tails like that at this particular time of the day, it'd be good to try to, well, I would try to grab a little bit of shares just to see if I can get in where I fit in and maybe ride a little what we call a reversal. Well, some people call it a pullback. A reversal or a pullback. Can we be excited about those? You know, the bulls get mad when we get excited about reversals and pullbacks because they want to stop. They just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up on all the way to Venus or Mars. They don't want it to come back and feed the bears. If it was up to them, the bears would starve to death, guys. I'm telling you what I know. One of them situations, man. But you have to keep your eyes on the prize. Let's go take a look at that. Vaqueros, amigos. I don't see it, but I will. There we go. Let's take a peep. You see, I got 100 shares here at 1075. Trying to get 100 shares at 1075. Short down to, let's say, 1050. How about that? If we can get some shares to short down to 1050, I'll be a little bit happy. Just a little bit. Not a lot of bit, but a little bit. Got to be very careful when you're dealing with stocks like this right now. This is up 77% or 75% right now with 1.1 million in volume, right? Now, if you're on the short side with a trade like this, because it's popping up on the scan and it's got nice volume of 1 million volume and people have interest in it, this thing could shoot all the way up because it's at 76% right now. We talked about a stock that was SPFM that went up 740%. So that's 10 times what this stock is up right now. So what I'm saying to you is there is a possibility that this stock can go up. So if you're on the short side, you can get hurt. You get the short squeeze. But if you're looking at the MACD, gives us an indication that it has taken its ride up and now it may want to take a ride back down. We don't know. It could keep going up. That's the market, up and down. If we could predict, we all be rich. But that's not the case here. We have to study technical analysis and figure out which way the market's going to move when it comes to any particular stock. Well, right now I am taking a little bit of shares here because this is the first day of streaming. So I'm just, messing around just to give you an idea of what you can look forward to coming in the future here. I got $50 or 50 shares, right? And I'm up over 100% already. Now, what kind of boop, bop, boop, bam, boop, bam, boom is that? I'm up 50% already. I'm about to go ahead and take that profit, man. I'm going to cancel these orders that I got here way up in the sky. If you can see, yeah, I got to cancel those orders because they too high, man. They will never get to me that high because that's not the situation. But anyway, you see, I'm at an $80 profit right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take that profit. See, watch this. Boom, took it, right? And then now I'm going to, I'll say what? Let's see if it's going to fall a little bit more. Do you think so? It's 8:30. 8:30 is considered early when the market opens at 9:30, right? Think about it like that. We got a whole hour to mess around and see if we can get. I have a buddy named Val, right? She over at Trade the Pool, right? She get on me about how small the candles are. They are very, very small. So let me open them up for my friend Valerie. I have to open them up for her. Okay, so there you go. There you go, Val. Now, uh, what do we see here? Can I explain to you what we see here, and what takes place with traders when we see what we see right here? Okay, you see this move down that filled the liquidity gap. So if it fills it, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go back up, right? So, but you have traders like myself included that will say something like, oh man, this stock shouldn't be up 70%. It's going to continue on down, right? So from here, they'll be still trying to run it down there. But if you notice what I did, right? If you were paying attention, you noticed that I made 100% and got out. That's it. Not allowing FOMO to be incorporated in my thought process. Oh, you can keep making money. You can make more money. You made that. You can make more. No, I made the move, made the money on the move. Now I'll wait for the next move because we don't know. We don't know if this stock is going to return back to the 1170s. And if I'm trying to short it and it return back to 1170s, I'll lose the money that I made already. If it continues on down, then we'll take another look at it at that time. But once you make your money, kind of like back up for a second, take a breather and look and see what's going on. Because when you're making your money in the market, when you're making a trade and you make money, you know what comes with that when you're making money in the market? There's something that's called FOMO. I don't know. It's some kind of signal that goes off in your brain where you think, oh, I am missing something. I'm going to miss the money that I could make. No, make the money and move on to the next trade. Wait for the next trade, if you will. Make the money and move on to the next trade. That's the way things should be going. But I digress. I digress, my friend. HCAI is the one that we just made 100% on. Right? 100%. $50. 50 shares made me $50. 50 shares made me $50, my friend. When I say 100%, I mean 100% execution. In and out. 100% execution. Leave it once you make it. Move on. Try to find another one. Let's see what we got going on here. See what else is popping up on the scanner. Okay, you got anything that I would be interested in. HCAI. It's one we just traded there. Let's see. HECI. Well, AEHL has been in the news lately. $3.70. You just got DSGM pop up on the scanner, $20.34. See, things that's over $10 is it piques my interest. DSGN. I like to listen to a couple guys, a couple of my buddies. So I hope you don't mind if we're seeing Tesla here pop up a little bit on us here, 419.53. Um, it's been down a lot here, so it's 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 bound for a rebound, at least up to the 420, 425 area. So I'll be looking for Tesla to move upward to the 425 area and hit some resistance and maybe even pull back down lower. That's a possibility today based on what I'm seeing going on in the with the SPY. Let's see here. Take a look at the SPY. Mm, yeah, S&P 500. It's down 92.76. It's down 1.25% today. Um, this is the chart on the SPY. 74.849 is down from 75, so it's down over 100 points today. But we know that the market is cyclical and it moves up and down. We got we froze a little bit there. Sorry about that. Apologize about that. Looks like we're freezing a little bit there. Nevertheless, first live stream is always going to be ironing out some kinks. Glad to have you guys with me. Very excited about it and take you guys on this journey with me in the market, day trading live, so that you can see the ins and out of market functions. Um, if I'm paying attention to the S&P, there is a lot of support around the 73.40 area. Right now, she had a gap down. She had a gap down from the 75.0260 down to the 74.40 area. So in this case, we'll be looking for this particular gap here to eventually be filled again. So maybe the stock will do something like this here, go back, fill this gap, and then come back down to resistance again, possibly go back up again. As we know, the market is cyclical, up and down, and then possibly come down to the 740 area. So long-term investors, that's what they would look forward to. But they wouldn't get in this stock until they see this move. Once they see this move here, if they're on the short side, they will short it at this particular point. Once it retrace the gap fill. And once it retraces the gap fill, you can ride it from 74.95 down to 74 02, which is about a $93 move on the long term. Investors, they may hold it until takeoff. They may take profit here and re-enter here for the drop down to support at 432. So paying attention to this, the S&P 500 will give you an idea of where the overall stock that you're looking at may go, because it may follow the same route as the entire market. Sometimes stocks go against the market, but in this case with Tesla, I believe since there's no major catalyst to move Tesla, I believe it's just going to follow the market. So sometime this week, I'll foresee the market coming back down to catch resistance in this area to fill this particular gap. So these gaps have to be filled, right? So we have two gaps there that has to be filled. So we're looking at that. That's technical analysis, analyzing what the chart is telling you it wants to do, right? So we'll keep that in mind as we pay attention to Tesla, right? It's hitting a resistant area right now at 845, right? Because it's hitting that resistant area, there's potential for the stock to retrace. As we can see, this gap was filled already, right? Remember, the gaps have to be filled, right? So once this gap happened, the refillment was here. It refilled it, completed the gap. See? Completed it. It filled it back up. And so that was done already. There's a gap here, gap up, which was refilled already here. Now let's see if we're going to refill this gap. Somewhere over in this area, we could refill that gap. But if we get a bad news or a catalyst to push the market down, it won't fill at this particular time, but eventually it will. It's based on price action and market volatility, the movement of the market. So we're just paying close attention to what's going on prior to the market opening up, and we're going to continue on watching. DSGN popping up on the scanners is $20.34. Got light volume, under 100,000 in volume. Float is 3641. that's 36 million on the float. Not too long ago, it was $18.50. Now it's $20.50. That's a $2 move. Keeping a close eye on that DSGN. DSGN. What is the catalyst for DSGN? Why is it moving? Why is it jumping? Why is it hitting a small cap high today? Momentum. It's showing momentum here. Question is why? What is the catalyst? We always want to know what the catalyst is for a move, if we can. A lot of times it's news. Sometimes stocks move without a catalyst, but if it moves with a catalyst, you want to have knowledge of it. You don't know if it's a split. You don't know if it's a buyout. You don't know if they dumping shares. We need to find out what's going on before we decide to put any money at risk. Risk management is the main thing here. We want to manage our risk. We want to win. We don't want to lose. So Managing your risk is an important part of that. The DSGN Design Therapeutics, it hit the high momentum scanner just now, and that's why I brought it up. Stock surged over 27% in the early pre-market action on heavy volatile and heavy relative volume. To make that push from $18.50 to $20.50, a $2 move on a $20 stock, it requires a big purchase. So somebody's buying it. Question is why? I guess they have some kind of trial going on. They announced that they have a positive IV data in phase 1 restored FA clinical trial evaluating the DT 216 PS in patients. So it's working on a medication for patients, and it's in trial right now. Yeah, a lot of people were shorting the stock because it's right at that price where a lot of shorts like to be, $18 to $20 range. And if people short the stock, it could trigger a squeeze. So maybe that's what happened here. There was a squeeze from 1850 to 2050. So we'll keep a close eye on those type of moves because you know what goes up, you know the rest. We also could take a look at RAMP. Not enough volume for me, but I do want to pay attention to it because it's $37.85 right now, up about 28%. It's only got 1.48 in volume, 1.8 million in volume, 1.48 million in volume. Sorry, and the float is 61 million. So these are just stocks that I look at in the morning to place them on my watch list for today. Stocks with the most movement, the most attention, and probabilities and opportunities. So far on the watch list this morning, we are looking at PII for the first red day. Let's take a quick peep at that real quick. We got 3 minutes to the open. The market is about to open up right now. Let's take a look at the PII. Okay. Okay. The PII, we have negative movement on the MACD. It's already then crossed here and may continue down, or it could bounce off of this level here. You have support level here. So it could bounce off of here and go back up. We need to watch that. That's one that's on the watch list. Let's take a look and see a little more in depth to the situation. Um, okay, this one we're going to scratch because not enough volume for me. It's no volume, so we'll mark that as no volume. Scratch that off the watch list, and then we'll move on to the next one that we have on the watch list. Is SPFM. BFM. So it's got a lot of volume here. Take a look at that. It's got 105 million in volume. It's about 600%. That is one of them small cap chasers. The small cap chasers. My small cap guys have come on around 11, 12 o'clock. We'll see what they have to say about SBFM. That is on the small cap list. LABT is the next one we'll take a quick peep at. LABT. Anything exciting I'll throw up on the screen and show you, but I gotta make sure that it's worth showing you first. This one here is down 10%, 16 million in volume. LABT. It's okay. It's not worth showing. HCA. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that was a $10.95. See, $11 is down $2 right now. It's 1.3 million, and volume is 63% upward movement. So we can pay attention to that because it's not that small. Market is open right now, guys, so we're going to just pay close attention to the movement of the market, see exactly which way the market want to go. We're going to go to our favorite buddy, Tesla, and see what Tesla wants to do. Once we find out what it wants to do, then we can make a decision on which way we want to trade. Which way we want to trade. Let's see. Those are the levels. You see the levels right there all the way back up to, it looks like 1425. I don't know if it's going to get there today, but we'll see. We'll see. It's on a downward movement. See this downward movement and then a reversal. The bounce off the bottom of 518. Usually when the stock bounces, it returns to a higher level. So here's the bounce, returning to a higher level, continuing up. It broke the trend, gives me an indication that there's a lot of pressure on selling this morning for Tesla. Now, if that's the case, where and how will we make our trade? You know where and how we make our trade? It's called patience, my friend. Patience. Being patient is the most key to the most key of all keys. If you look at the 30-minute chart, it's nothing but green everywhere. Green everywhere. Green, right? So let's see what happens. The 30-minute is showing us green. It's showing upward movement. The 1 hour is showing us upward movement. But the 4 hour, the big boss of all bosses, is showing us the downward movement, the downward pressure. Now, lesson. The higher the time frame, the stronger the pull. Okay? So, what does that mean? That means if you're looking at the 4 hour and it's red, saying the stock is going down, and then you're looking at the 1 hour saying that it's green, that the market is going up, that's contradictory. Which one are you going to lean towards? Yes, the higher time frame. 4 hour have more pressure and more influence on which way the stock may go. Compare 4 hours to 1 minute. Big difference, right? But look at it. Look what's happening on the 1 minute. The 1 minute is going down. Now, we have multiple indicators. I want you to get this because this is a lesson for you. Multiple indicators. What? The one here broke the trend. Okay, it breaks the trend. That means it's going down. That's just one indicator. Now we have the MACD crossed over on the downward side twice. It's a lot of pressure going down. So that's two indicators, right? You go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks messy. Looks like it want to come back down. That's three indicators. So would you lean towards the stock going down or the stock going up after getting all those three indicators, right? That's the key. Again, I told you, we do not guess here. We follow the trends. Technical analysis is where we get our ideas for what trades we should make. Again, we're paying attention to the ACAI. It's dropped down from 950 to 875 right now. The volume is still steady. It's 1.4 now and 55% upward. But I'm not excited about that. I'm more excited about my friend Tesla. Always excited about my friend Tesla. Now, with respect to my friend Tesla, we have to understand that there is an ETF that I trade in representation of Tesla. What does that mean? To understand it, TSLL is an ETF, a leverage single stock ETF that is designed to deliver 200%, two times of the daily returns of Tesla, a common stock. So I prefer to trade that because one, it's a lot cheaper. It's right now $14.85, but it moves with Tesla, giving a 200% return, two times daily return on it. The daily mechanisms: if Tesla goes up 5% in a single trading session, then TSLL, the ETF, engineered to go up roughly about 10% that day, so two times. If Tesla drops 5%, then TSL will drop roughly 10%. The equal weight clarification: single stock leverage ETF like TSLL are occasionally confused by equal weight funds in casual discussions. They always say, yeah, the equal weight, but they're an entirely different concept. An equal weight ETF holds a basket of different stocks in equal percentages, like an equal weight S&P 500 fund. Because TSLL only tracks one single stock, Tesla, via swap contracts and cash equivalent to achieve its two-time target, it does not provide diversification. It is pure, concentrated on TSLA, Tesla exposure on steroids. Still paying attention to what Tesla's doing right now, and we're doing something that's called being patient to wait to see exactly what the market want to do. Right. So right now, I'm just exercising patience because exercising patience because we didn't get on the downside at the open. So we're waiting to see exactly what the market wants to do before we even consider doing a or making a trade at all. Nevertheless, for my long-term holders or my swing traders, um, I would do. It's my opinion that I would take Tesla from here around the 14 or 415, 418 area, 420 area, down to the 408, 407 area, because that is the next area of resistance. It could stop at 410, but if you're a swing trader, you can hold until 408. But those that are nervous when it comes to swing trading, 410, there is a base there of support. I'm watching to see exactly Tesla trying to hide something from us. What are they trying to hide from us, my friend? Okay, so it touched the 421 area, 421, and now it's down to the 415. That's over $5. Um, as we know, Tesla move, 10, $15 a day. So if she's going to be on the downside, then $5 is not a lot, not enough. But so what we'll do is we'll wait and put into consideration. We'll put into consideration the pop up and then the pop back down. How about that? The pop up and then the pop back down. Okay, so it looks like it want to hit down to the 410 area. We got VWAP at 419.95. Let's be patient and see. Let's just see if she's going to return the VWAP 419. If she returns the VWAP, then maybe I'll consider. But trading is a game of patience. So we're going to be patient and we're going to sit and wait to see which way the market wants to go. Does it want to go down or just want to go up? And in between those moves, we're going to make our money, right? Sometimes when we get on here, it may not be a trade day. You don't have to trade every day. If you don't see the setup that you approve of, a setup that you like, then you don't have to trade it. There's nothing saying that you must trade. Paying attention is most important to what's going on in the market and find a strategy that fits your psychology. Trading is basically based around psychology. And to learn more about that, you can pick up my book and runs through the whole gamut of where the stock market originated from the Dutch back in the day and bringing it all the way up to today. It goes over the psychology side of day trading, risk management. It's a great book. It's Trading Stocks from Behind the Eight Ball, What, When, Why, and How by Tony Braxton, Coach TB, actually. Go check it out. You can go to www.tb, the number 8, and then ball, BALL.com. So that's tb8ball.com. Get yourself a nice read through it. You'll learn a lot of information because I put over 15 years of knowledge and experience into that book. I wrote the book in layman terms so that a fifth grader can read it. We took out all the Wall Street terminology, set up right for a beginner, and to enhance those that have experience. Trading Stocks from Behind the Eight Ball, our sponsor of the live stream with Coach TB, looking at Tesla, my good buddy, coming down from 420 all the way down to the 412 area. Now we know that there's support at 412. There's a lot of people that like it, and the market makers have to hedge their shorts at this particular time. And hedging and buying back the stock after shorting will cause the stock to do what? Go up. If you buy the stock, it's going to go up. If you sell a stock, it's going to go down. Of course, we know that. But there is a base at 412, between 412 and 410. The way the market is moving today, it doesn't look like it's going to be a trade day for me. Of course, I made the one trade this morning just to show you guys how easy, I'm not going to say that, but just to show you guys that we can make money if we pay attention, is what I should say. You can make money if you pay attention, right? My idea, if the market moves up today, then maybe I'll consider. But right now, as the market is going down, is looking more and more like a no trade day for me today. But hey, you never know. That's the beautiful thing about the market. We do not know. We do not anticipate. We react. If you came this far, I would like to thank you guys for taking the time to pay attention to the first day of live streaming with Coach TV. Very excited to have you. Look forward to giving you some of the information and knowledge that I've gained over the years. Doesn't matter whether you are, a seasoned reader of the tape or you're just getting yourself started in the market. Believe me, you're in the right place at the exact right time. We're going to show you how to make money in the market, not by chasing green bars or making guesses or opinions. We're going to analyze technical analysis and use the resources that we have here at Trading from Behind the Eight Ball so that we can make the money. Pay attention to the option chain with pressure that brings upon stocks individually, like Tesla. Find out where the true gravity pull stock prices are happening at. Again, my goal for you at the end of the day is to stream live and not just watch the charts. I want you to walk away with a sharper, more clinical understanding of how the market actually functions. Paying attention to it right now, trying to find out what they're trying to hide from us. Tesla's at $413 even right now, moving up and down. The time is 9:47 a.m. A lot of pressure on Tesla on the downside. You see some of the traders are paying close attention to the oil market and where the oil market is trying to go based on this situation that we have with Iran at the moment. Best thing to do is to mark off some levels and see exactly where you can get in, where you fit in, right? So with this here, you have a high, pre-market high at 150.88. She drops all the way down to 147.22 or lower. Let's say 140, 146.70 actually. And it drops again, breaks through that level and drops all the way down to the wicks off of the 144. So paying attention to this market actually could give us an idea which way the market want to go as well. So we got some traders watching the oil market. Back to my buddy Tesla. It's bleeding, 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 bleeding red. Remember the 4 hour candle. It looks like it wicked down to. This is important. It looked like it wicked down. We never seen the price go down to 402. Is that four? That's 403 actually. We never seen the price go down to 403, right? So since we never seen the price go down to 403, and it's showing us that it did go down to 403, right? Right here. Went down to, let's make sure that that's a wick. Let's make sure, I want to make sure that's a wick. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, it looks like a wick to me. So in that case, because let's open it up for Valerie. Is that big enough for you, Valerie? Let's see, 403.19, right? Oh, there you go. So because this happened, right? Because it went and touched this bottom, and we know the market is cyclical. What does that mean? What does that mean? If the market is cyclical, it touched this bottom, it ran to the red for quite some time now. That's that's over 15 times 4 hours, time wise. If you've been in the red that long and the market is cyclical, what does that mean to you? Right? Okay, let's mark off a level right here at the 468 area, right? So it's trying to recover from a drop. What do I mean when I say cyclical? Look at this. It's up here, it's down there. It's up here, it's down there. Up here, down there. Up here, down there. Up here, down there. So if you remember up here, down there, right? If you remember up here, down there, it may help you. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you ideas of what can help you remember up here, down there. It's down here, up here. Down here, up here. Down, up. I haven't even finished the sentence. So does that tell me I have to say down here because I didn't get a chance to finish the sentence? It's not quite down, back down yet. You can look at it that way. Or you can also look at it like this here. I'll give you another way to look at it. One more way to look at it here. See this trend? There's a trend here. Boom. Look at that. Looks like it was broken, right? So if that trend looked like it was broken, right? If that trend looked like it was broken, what does that tell you? Well, let me give you a clue, right? I like the professors that give us clues. The clue is this: broke through this level, right? Now, this level will serve as resistance. So if you're a swing trader, then you can use this as your stop loss and hope that it gets down to 368, the next level downward. We got one more level here. Let's put another level. Let's put another level in here, right? Let's be nice. Let's be nice and mark off as many levels as we can. Okay, I'm going to be nice. Mark off the next level, which is here. Our next level is what? That looks like, what does that look like, guys? 387.55, right? All right, so swing trading. On the swing trading side, the 4 hour chart look like that you can reach the 389 area, 387 area if you're a long term holder, swing trader. You can swing by the day or you swing by the month or you swing by the week. This is how you would set up your chart to give you an idea which way you should swing, right? So that being said, it is now 9:55. It's 9:55, right? So there's a lot of pressure right now on Tesla. So since there's so much pressure on Tesla right now, and not only is there so much pressure on Tesla, um, Tesla has ran up for quite some time. So since it ran up, time for it to come back down. And it's going to be pressure and resistance at certain areas. Certain areas like the area that is in right now, what we call 1625. Now, mind you, because the Tesla was down so much today and it's making a smiley face right here. Let me that's the 1 minute. Okay. So we'll put it on the 1 minute. But since it's making this smiley face, right here, if you can see this smiley face, it can continue all the way up to the 421 area, right? 421.16 is the high. So if the low is 411.31 and it's in the middle at 415, which way you think it's going to go? Okay. All right, so what I did is I just went ahead and made that quick. What is that? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I have no idea. So I'm going to go ahead and make that quick $175, as you can see right there. Just made that quick $175 live and right there. So now we're sitting at $257. Training purposes. TSLA. I told you we can get 2 times. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say, hey guys, we want some TSL. Can we have some? They're going to say yes or no, right? But guess what? They might not want to give it to me, so I'm going to have to take it. I'm just going to take it, y'all. I just took it right there. Because they might not want to give it to me, right? They say, oh, man, you too smart, man. We don't want you to make any money, man. We want to keep it away from you, man. And I'm like, no, man, I'm not that smart, man. Don't take it that way, man. Just chill out, man. And that's how the market be talking to me. They be like, nah, man, you too smart, man. You be getting the money, man. We don't want you to get the money, man. And I'm like, man, chill out, chill, right? So as you can see, we have 1,200 shares of the TS. Talk to me. LL. Thank you. I needed your help with that one. Y'all didn't even help me. All right, let's go to 1475 and see if. Wait a minute. I don't want that many shares. I only wanted 50. They trying to put 500 in there. Why they trying to do me like that? Tell them don't treat me like that, man. The market is constantly trying to hurt you, man. You have to be careful because the market will do damage. If you allow the market to do damage, guess what? It will try to damage you, bro. So you have to be on top of your gizang. Live trading with Coach TB. There's a smiley face that I'm afraid of. But I hope it's just a clown smile so it can turn upside downwards and be sad. The sadder it is, the more money we make because we're operating as bears right now. Come on. Talk to me. Act like you know what I'm saying. Come on, y'all. Act like you know what I'm talking about right now. We already in the money right now. We in the TSLA at 1456, and right now it's down to 1450. Come on now. Can we continue to ride it? Let's ride it down for the purpose of training. I gotta go way up inside my brain and figure it out. Don't think that I don't know how the thing's gonna flow. Rock with me, you'll make that dough. Just chill. We in the money right now, $60 already. As you can see, why can you see that? Why? You know why you can see that? Because Coach TB is trading live with you in the market. Live. No data, Slack, delayed, no fake screenshots. This is live trading in the market as it goes. As it goes. Live trading in the market with Coach TB. Again, you know what we're looking for. You know what we're looking for. We're looking for that invisible hand driving the market. Well, in this particular case, we're looking for the invisible hand that's driving Tesla. We already took a look at the structural outlook as far as the pressure that the option market has on Tesla, which is important. Gives us a idea of which way Tesla really wants to go, right? But let's see, man. Let's see. You never know. If people could figure it out, guess what? Everybody be rich, right? It's not that easy, man. It's not that easy, but getting the impression that institutional investors are wanting to push Tesla in the opposite direction. In the opposite direction. Institutional investors wants to put it in the opposite direction. So let's see, where is the base and where is support? There's a lot of support around the 1425 area. There is a little bit of support there. So in cases like that, I would take my 25 cents and be happy, right? Why not? It's better to be happy than to be greedy. It is. You know why? Because when you greedy, right, you become miserable. You get all bloated. You eat all this. You just keep eating and keep eating. And you get this belly. You start walking around. And you be like, oh man, see, that comes from being greedy. But if you were happy, I think you would feel better. At least you wouldn't feel bloated, right? You wouldn't feel bloated. As we can see, the market is cyclical. So the question is, are we going to continue to go up and reach this level of there's a level here at 419.60, right? Now, Tesla has been known to bounce off the bottom, right? And go and reach new highs. It's been known to do that, right? There's a case here that we could have took 10 cent, right? We could have took 10 cent right there at this level. But you stick to your strategy. You don't change your strategy in the middle of it, because there should be a lot of intuition involved in your strategy. So if you build a strategy or you build a plan, you should stick to it, because it took you time to build that plan. It took you time to understand why you building that plan, right? And in that time, you discovered things that you might not be thinking about right now. So it's best to just stick to your plan, right? Stick to your plan. So our plan today is to short Tesla down because of the downward pressure on the market. Taking a look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour, as you can see, the 4 hour is still red. The only thing I don't like about the 4 hour chart is that it already reached the support area. It already hit the support area. So that tells me that it wants to go back up. So I am interested in the stock going back up only after it gives me a pullback first. And on that particular pullback is where I want to capitalize and then possibly ride it back up. So I'm looking in between the move, is basically what I'm saying. In between Tesla going back up because of the wick on the 4 hour off of the 403 support area, that's telling me it's going back up, right? But by the candle being red, it's telling me it's not going back up right this second unless the candle turns green, which it looks like it is trying to turn green because the market makers and institutional investors, they sometimes they do what they call a fake out, right? They'll push the market down to make you believe, oh yeah, the market is going down. And so everybody get into the short and start shorting the market down. But their whole time and their whole intentions was to take the market up. So they'll get short squeezers to come in and push the market up when they're already on the long side. So you have to pay attention to those moves and be able to see those moves while they happen live in real time. Right now, you see this move is happening live in real time. This one here is the market is going up on this particular line. The market is going up. Then the market is coming down. So that would lead traders to think, oh, yeah, the market is pulling up and this is just a bear flag and it's going to go back down. And so they start shorting. And this is when the institutional investors come in after seeing this drop and push the market all the way back up to 14.98 or $15, and sometimes I've seen it go all the way up to $20, $25 from here. So just based on the temperature that the market has at any particular time and any particular day. So it's good to study after you finish trading. We do what we call a recap of the trades that we made that day, making any notes, any mistakes that we made, or any good things that we've done. We want to highlight them in our recap and keep a note of it because everything that we do every day in the market is being recorded. It's data entry into your mind, helping you move forward in this journey of day trading in the stock market. So here we go. This is the normal actions of the market. It's going to say, hey guys, we're going up, right? And everybody going to get on the upside, want to make money. Then it said, oh, we were just kidding. We're going down, right? This is the market for you, right? No, we were just kidding. It's going down. We're going down. Ha ha ha. You lost your money. So those that was pushing the market to go up and they were buying here, they had what you call stop losses here for risk management. And what happens is they'll come in and trigger those stop losses, which, will push the market down even further. And then after that, those stop losses are triggered, then the institutional investors come in and try to push the market back up. So it's a seesaw game that you have to pay close attention to. And you have me here to do that for you and assist you in that area. Just jump on live with me every morning at 8 a.m. to roughly around 11:30, 12 o'clock. I usually finish up. Depending on the motion of the ocean, the market is moving. I may stay in longer, but I like to be finished by 12 noon so I can go to lunch and then go play a round of golf. How about that? Right now, we're paying close attention to stock price right now. Stock levels are at 1475 on Tesla. And we are on the short side here at 1455, 1460, something like that. And we're going to pay attention to the movement of the market. Every time I look at these candles, I think about Valerie saying, What in the world is going on with your candles? So let me open them up. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. Okay, so let's see. We're looking at the MACD. The MACD has looked like it's exhausted itself. It's looked like it want to be on the downside. Just think of this as being a roller coaster, right? So she goes up and she's coming down, then she's going up, and what happens? She's gonna keep going up. No, I think so. I think she's gonna come back down. And so when you see the MACD looking like this, right? This is your example right here. This is your example. You see it looking like this now. You see another one forming, then maybe you can catch that ride back down. It's so many different ways, but you have to pick your own strategy and how you want things to be done. I can assist in that. I coach one-on-one coaching to assist you in building a strategy that's fit for your psychology, because this game is full of psychology. Now, 95%, well, they say 90, but I think it's more like 95, but 90% of the traders, day trade, lose money because they don't take the time, the efforts, and the studies to create a particular strategy that fits their psychology. That's very important. Understanding how you think, how you move, your emotions, the way they go, you have to design a strategy that's going to fit that. They don't do that. They go on YouTube and they listen to this and listen to that and all the fake news, and then they go out and try it, lose money, and they never come back to the market again because they lost money. Don't go in that way. You go in um, intelligently. I always say, if you were going to be an electrician, right, and you studying electricity and electricians, and the first week you go out and say, hey man, I'm an electrician, and you go to somebody's house and try to do the electricity work in their house and you burn the house down. That's the same thing. You have to get the knowledge and the understanding of how you can move in this market based on your psychology, based on how you think, based on how you move, based on how your emotions evolve within you. Then we can structure a strategy that fits you, right? That is the science of coaching and teaching trading. Is you can't have a broad spectrum of ideas and expect the whole room to use those broad spectrum of ideas and y'all win with that. That's If that was the case, everybody would just fill up a room, tell them what to do, and they'll be making money. It's according to the individual person and how they think and how they move. A strategy have to be designed for that. That's why when you go to a brokerage firm to be a trader or a day trader, they make you put up money because they have to teach you how to trade according to who you are as a person. That's like a psychiatrist or something. But they expect it to be free. No, it will never be free. But there is costs associated with investing into yourself when it comes to a trade like this, and it's something to think about. But we still watching. We still watching Tesla. We watching the pressure. We watching what's going on. We know the high is 1498, right? If it breaks the high, the best thing to do is to take your loss, keep on moving, right? It's making a smiley face, so it's telling you that it want to go up. But this right here was my trade right here. From here to here, that was it. That was the trade, right? You didn't get out. You found yourself still in because you're talking and you're trading and you're streaming live and whatever. And you're looking at this screen and that screen. So you say, hey, man, I don't want to take that 25. I don't want to take that 10 cent. I want the 25-cent type situation, right? But why not just take the 10 cent and then wait for another opportunity to take another 10 cent, right? So you'll have 20 cent. No, but your mind tells you, nah, man, let's just get the 25%. Let's get the 25 cent. We think that it's gonna come back down based on what we're seeing in the market today. But that's not the case because the S&P and the SPY is bouncing off of support, man. And if that's bouncing off of support, it's going to cause all stocks that's inside the S&P to bounce off of support, right? Or vice versa. If all the stocks are bouncing off support, then you'll see on the SPY, it's bouncing off of support. But here's the thing. The high is 1498, and that'll be my mark to say, hey, market makers got me today because it broke through 498, but it hasn't broken through 498 yet, but that'll be my stop. 498. So you're talking about 20, 30 cents. 1 and 1 are just based on trying to align the live stream. First time doing something like this. Thought it would be good to get the information out there. Everybody have their own information, their own knowledge, and their own skill set and their own strategy. Every trader is different. So in order to see my trade, I would have to put it out on a live stream. And that's what we're doing. It's simple as being an artist painting a portrait. I paint my portrait, I share my art, right? It's up to you. You don't have to share whatever you do, but I look at it as sharing a portrait, sharing art, right? Because all the world is art anyway. Well, she's 1475 again. TSLL, we're trading not as an equal weight, not as an equal weight, but it is an ETF that represents the movement of Tesla times two. Yeah, guys, I mean, you got to bear with me. This is my first time doing anything like sharing information like this or sharing my knowledge other than putting it all in a book. All I'm simply doing now is just sharing a little bit out of that book. If you want the full knowledge and information, the easiest way to get it is to go grab that book. It's Trading Stocks from Behind the Eight Ball: What, When, Why, and How by yours truly, Tony Braxton. It's located on Amazon, but I prefer that you go to TB8, the number 8, ball.com. So TB8ball.com. Go there, pick up a book for your family, teach you how to create generational wealth. Also, we got products on there that the sales of the products is going towards teaching the youth in the local communities financial literacy. They need laptops, they need books, and they need hours of training. So go in there and support if you can. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Don't just pass in. Don't come in. Just come in, man. Listen, as a people, as a cult, as everything, we need to lift up the community. Why? Because if you lift up the community, you lift up yourself. Oh, I can't see that right away. So what? Do it anyway. Subscribe, like, share the live stream, and continue to come back. We're going to be here from 8 a.m. until roughly around 12, unless the market is going so well that we can stay in. There are times where I come back in the afternoon trade, sometimes around 1:30, 2 o'clock for the afternoon trade. But right now, we're just going to concentrate on being here 8 o'clock in the morning to get started with trading and get started with the day, and keep on giving knowledge and information on how you can be successful in the stock market by trading stocks on a daily basis or weekly, monthly, or yearly. We'll be giving those stock tips and giving you good information. So stick with us. I'm looking at the 4 hour candle right now, and it's trying to show reversal. It's got a lot of pressure pushing upward here at the 1022 hour, the 5 minute candle. If we look at the 5 minute candle, 5 minute candle is green. Right here, we on the 1 minute candle. Let's switch it over to the 5 minute candle. It's the 5 minute candle there. Let's look and see what it's trying to do. As we can see, it's common sense that it was going to bounce off of this level, right? Is that not common sense that it was going to bounce off of that level? But we just got a small portion of shares just in case. We're trying to see where it goes. We know the base is like 410. There's a lot of I mean, or actually the base on Tesla is 410. But what would the base be on TSLL? Let's take a look at that. Okay, on TSLL, you got a hardcore base here at, like I said, 1425, right? But then I want to ask a question of where is the next level from 1425? What will be the next level? That's what we need to pay attention to. The next level after 1425, because if you're being a bear, right? If you're shorting and being a bear, say you're shorting and being a bear, right? You have to find the downward level. So 1411, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you got 14, you got, okay, that's 413. All right, so that's on Tesla. So 413 on Tesla. Let's look at TSLL. All right, so TSLL is showing us that there's a hardcore at 14. Hmm, that's 14. It's got 1425. The same thing there. But after the 1425, what else? What can we look forward to if we're going on the downward side, right? The 14. Okay, so here we can look forward to. It's already touched that. We can look forward to the 13. So 1380, right? All right. So what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll set my take profit at 1380. 1380, right? Somewhere around that area. 1380. So you can see that I set my take profit at 1380. Boom. You set that. So this line here will show you if it comes down and hit this bar, then we'll be in the profit, right? But where you're gonna put your stop loss. So since there is a hardcore support area of 1499, you probably want to put your stop loss somewhere's around, let's just say 1530. Because if it cracks 1530, you're like, oh man, I lost. It happens. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. That is called a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio, 1-to-1. Are you willing to risk to get that reward? You have to risk in order to get the reward. But risk management is very important because guess what? Somebody could come in, a big institutional buyer could come into Tesla right now and buy 2 million shares and it'll go whoop, and shoot all the way up to $20 and you'll lose a lot more than what we're risking right now without that risk management or without that stop loss, without that protection of the account. Well, it's one of the hardest things is sticking to your stop losses because there's something called ego. I told you it's psychological, it's all emotional, but we can get more into that later. Bottom line is we're trying. We're trying. We're trying to make the dollar. So guess what? You remember there's a level here at what? Remember we talked about it just a few seconds ago. What did we say the first level was? That's right, 1425. So what we're gonna do at 1425, huh? You tell me. We're gonna take some profit. Why not? Why not take some profit at 1425? If the stock comes down to 1425 and you can make 250 bucks, you're not gonna do it? Stop it. Definitely gonna do it. So guess what? I'm gonna do it too. Guess what? 1425. I will take some of the profit because I'm not greedy. I don't have to have all the profit. I can have some of the profit, right? So I'll take that if the market gives it to me because you only can get what the market gives you. That's a whole psychological situation, right? We can get into that later, but you let the market come to you and give you. Don't go and try to take from the market. That's when you get beat up. Whole nother discussion. What Mike talking about? Mike is talking about Baba. They love China. Love China, man. Y'all love China. They make a lot of money in China. I mean, for real. I mean, far as with the China stocks, there was a stock the other day that went up like 2,000%. It's a Chinese stock. That's market manipulation is part of the game, but you can play that game, but it's a little bit too much like gambling for me. I need to have some assured things going on. Otherwise, I won't take the risk. Um, I bet $2 and $1 on the prediction markets just for that type of thrill or that adrenaline rush. But I wouldn't do that here because this is more important. This is talking about creating generational wealth, that something that you can leave behind to your kids, your grandkids. Um, I, my grandpop didn't leave me anything. He was in the Korean War. So that was enough for me. I was like, yeah, thanks for serving. You left me that. You left me that you served so that we can live free. You risk your life so that we can have the freedoms that we have right now. So thank you for that. And then I'll take it from here, meaning I'll try to be that chain that sets off the generational period. I'll be that seed. I will try to be that seed that changes it. Because change come over time. You look at history and you see that things has changed dramatically, and we just want to keep that change going. One of the most important things is to understand financial literacy and try to get people in your community to understand it because it'll make a better community. And if your community is better, then I'm sure you'll be better as well. We in a profit right now, and as you can see, $200. You know, if I wanted, I could snatch that $200 right now, right? But my plan has to stay into existence. I have to follow my plan, right? I want to follow my plan. When you get to a point like this right here, you can start thinking about minimizing your risk and bringing your risk ratio down, making it better for yourself. Meaning, I can lower the risk and get it closer to break even. That way, you don't have to really worry about a whole bunch of loss if the market goes against you. So now the risk is 1 to 4. Big difference from 1 to 1. We're looking at the MACD here, 1030. It looks, as you can see, looks negative, but it looks schizophrenic too. It's not a good picture. Look at that. Down, up, up, down, down, up, down. I don't know which way I want to go. It always does crazy mess like that. Trying not to allow us to get the bread. Doesn't want us to get the bread. So look, it looks like it's exhausting. It's a downward movement, right? And I really don't want to. I really don't want to wait. Sorry, I really don't want to wait until it comes all the way down and blah 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 whatever. I really don't want to wait until it comes and then says, you know what? I'm going to go back the other way now because the MACD is exhausting its downward movement. And I'm going to just turn the MACD back upward now. So since the market is talking to me in such a fashion, I just took the profit. I just took it because I don't want to take a chance on so and so and so and so doing so and so and so and so and so and so, if you understand what I'm saying. So right now we have $539.93. Okay. Now we also have the opportunity to get back in. Right? That's the beautiful thing about the whole situation. If you want to get back in, but your risk won't be as big. Risk won't be as large now because you got an idea what's going on. You up. You up a couple dollars. Oh my God. I know no, I know Val's yelling right now because you see how small I had those candles? Oh my God. Yell. What in the world is going on with your candles? We're like, I don't know. It's not my fault. Why your candles so small, coach? What is the problem? I gotta get her British accent on here. See, funny. Woo wee. But look, we're trying to get back in right now. Um, we already took down a couple coins there. And guess what? We're not going to be greedy either. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're not the greedy type of people now. Come on now. We're not those guys. We're not the greedy guys that always need to make all the money. But I will tell you this from my experience. If it breaks this area, like of the 430 area, it's probably going to go down to like the 418. So I got that base that I can look forward to. But there's an area here at 427. It's a hardcore base. And if it breaks that area, which I think it looks like it wants to break that area, right? It wants to break that area. We're talking TSLA right now. And so the next level down is 1387, which I believe it could get there. I believe it can get there because, I've been watching this for a minute and it is up, up, up and away. And now it's time to come back down and give me some play. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'm not speaking a foreign language here, but I would like for it to let me back in, please. Will you let me back in, please? Don't want to let me back in. I got a couple orders right here. And guess what? It is 10:36. Guess what? Guess when those orders gonna fill? Guess when? In a few minutes. Watch this. Let me take that up to 45. I'm gonna take this up to 50. Yeah, 47, something like that. Take this up to 46. I wanted to fill at a high point. Like, I'm gonna even give that 50. Okay, now let's let these orders fill. Let me see. Can I go higher? Let me go to 60. Can I go to 62? All right, 62. Let's see if the orders fill at 62 or 54, right? 54, right? How about 52? 52, 52. All right, and then we're gonna make one. Okay, we got one at 50, 152, 154, and 1462. All right, so we have those orders in, right? My whole intent and my whole goal is for to see the stock to come down and hit the bottom, which I think is the bottom of where the support lies at the, let's just say 1385 area, right? And look, for example, on this right here, there's $25, right? That I could take right now because I know this is reversing up. So it would be smart for me to say, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take that little $25 you trying to give me and not be greedy. And then if it comes back up to the area that I expected to come back up, I'll get in. But I'm not gonna just let you take my $25 down to zero and tell me, ha ha ha, you could have had $25. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm gonna take that $25 and then I'll dance with you again in a little bit. But you have to give me the $25. You can't play with it now. Now they took it to $15. So let me hurry up and get it because they trying to play me. They're trying to play me. I'll take the 15 too. Give me the 15. Oh, now it's $20. I'll take the $20. Give me the $20. Give me the $20. I'll take that $20. I can get me a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Can I have the $20, please? Thank you. Now let me get back in. Let's get back in here. Come on. Come on. Let me back in. Let me back in. Look, you know what? I ain't even gonna play around today because what I'm doing now is playing like a risky situation. I'm gonna take it to 70 because I know it's going back up. I ain't even going. I'm not even gonna let it get me in at a low rate and put me in a negative, and then watch it go up and then come back down. I'm gonna wait till it goes up. Yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna wait altogether. I'm not even going to have any orders in. I'm not going to have any orders in. I'm going to just wait and watch. This is called wait and watch, being patient. Looking at the movement of the market, right? Let me just explain something to you guys because you guys are on my live stream, guess what? You're going to get so many skills and secrets that's unimaginable. Okay, here we go here. You see there's a level right here, right? There's a level. Usually when these levels break, it gives you the indication that this price want to go down, right? It's a good indication that the price wants to go down because the level broke. Now, if it bounces off that level and not break through it, then it's an indication that the stock price want to go back up. Sometimes there are fake outs where it gives you this indication that it want to go down, but it was lying the whole time and want to shoot back up. So you'll get in on the downside and then take you for a ride and make you lose money. But through experience, it'll tell you whether or not they're trying to fake you out or it's being true to the technical analysis. Now, what are we seeing on the MACD here? On the MACD, we're saying, oh, she's going up. Now, mid-level, is she going to break through the mid-level and continue on up, or is she going to make her another upside downwards roller coaster? We'll see. Um, I'm looking at the overall market. The overall market looks like it wanna be indecisive, but according to the chart, there is more pressure on the downside than there is on the upside right now. They talking about China again. China. But that is actually what we do here at the trading stocks from behind the eight ball. Trading stocks from behind the eight ball. You're trading live with Coach TB. All he want to do is set you free. When it comes to this financial literacy, teach your kids, teach your nephews, spread it throughout the community, man. Let everybody know, hey, this is the way to go. Grab that book, read it. Stop being distracted and bamboozled under a mind that's been trained to work for somebody else or to work against your own self. That's how they train the mind. And all this advertisement and attention grabbing that's going on. Attention is the new gold. Everybody's digging for it. They want yours. They want mine. They can't have it. Ansari, it's already been taken. I'm sorry, it's already been taken. You know who got my attention? You know who got my attention? Take a guess. If you guess right, who got my attention? Matter of fact, I'm gonna write it down some more so y'all know I'm not kidding. Okay, on this piece of paper, I'm gonna write down the answer, and you leave it in the comment. If you get it right, and I will show you this paper to let you know if you got it right or not. I will sell you $50. How about that? I'm writing it down right now. It's the first person in the comments. So if multiple people get it right, it's the first person that got it right in the list that's going to get the $50. And I'm putting this right here on my desk. I'll leave it there. And so you'll remember this. I'll put the infinity sign and then I'll put answer. So I'll show you this again. See it? Oh man, you can't see it? Oh, you can see it. Can you see that? The answer and infinity sign. I'm gonna put it right here. Now the first person, I'm gonna grab that paper and I'm gonna say, hey guys, they got it right. Whatever. Attention is the new gold. Take care of yours. Don't let nobody take it. At least not for free. Make them pay. Make them pay. Y'all not even paying attention to what's going on right now. You know what's going on right now is exactly what I told you that was going to happen. It bounced up, and now they want to bounce back down. So we could play that game with them if they want. Okay, at this point of the day, we're taking smaller shares. We're not taking as many shares because the market could go zigzag, wiggity wag. But right now, it's going to do a consolidation all day long, right until the afternoon. So I'm going to try to capture a little bit more change to add to our profits. And then we will be calling it the day. That's called boogie woogie. If you can't boogie woogie, I don't know if you're gonna be able to trade. That's just my opinion. Doesn't have to be true. So we're taking smaller shares and we're looking for small pop. We're at 1433 right now. I think going down to let's just say 1413. How about that? Can we do 1413? All right, let's do 1413 and see what happens. $14.13. Okay, where my stop loss going to be? Stop loss can be let's go 14.55. 14.55 on the stop loss. Now, stop loss is what? It's called risk management, right? You want to manage your risk. So it's still a 1-to-1, right? We're at a 1-to-1, but just don't worry. You know you want more than 1-to-1, but sometimes you can take what you get, right? But again, as the market moves, we can always change that risk. We can bring that risk down some, It's a possibility. You saw me do it the last time, so why can't I do it again? We're gonna try. Are you paying attention? I don't know if you guys are paying attention here. We got the potential to make another $75, guys. Come on. Let's get it. 1433. It's just a lesson. It's just a lesson. That's all. Come on. Okay, where's our order at? 1428. Let's take that 1428 to if it gives it to us. Let's see. Okay, it's 1050 right now, right? So I'm gonna tell you now, it's going back to 1430. Definitely. Okay, so it's going to 1430, and it may even go to 14. Yeah, it's going to 1430, but it didn't give me anything. I had something at 1430, and it didn't give it to me. Oh, there it gave it to me just now. So I'm good on that. All right, we'll go with that. 1435, maybe even 1440. We'll see. Market playing the game right now, and it's like, oh, we're going down. But here's this thing right here, this big indecisive push up. These wicks tells me a lot. 1420 means, oh, it's strong resistance at 1420. All the guys at 1420 don't want to see the stock go below 1420. So they're sitting there buying the stock over and over and over again so it doesn't fall below 1420. That's considered support. Okay, that's considered support. But then you got these other guys, they sitting at their mom's basement and they doing this here. They saying 1433, hell, hey man, that's high. I want to push this market down. So they're selling. We're going to sell at 1433. Then you got people buying at 1420. So it's between 1433 and 1420. There is a battle. There's a battle. You remember the Normandy battle. There's a battle between the Bears and the Bulls right here. Now, I'd rather watch this battle than to watch fake wrestling. How about that? I like this battle here first. 1430. 1430. Come on, guys. Give it to me. 1430. Now, see now, I am more inclined with the Bears right now today. All right. So I'm rooting for the Bears, the Chicago Bears. Yeah, rooting for them right now. Let's go Bears. Let's go Bears. I tell you what, if you be nice to me, if the Bears nice to me, I'll take some profit out. If the Bears nice to me, I'll take some profit out at 14.18. If you're nice, I take out some profit at 14.18. Let's put an order in for 14.18. Take the profit out. Because they don't want to see you make a lot of money. So if you make a little bit, they're all right with you. It's terrible, isn't it? I don't know. What do they call those type of people? Haters? Yeah, I guess that's what they call them. Haters. We in the profit, $50 already, guys. Say hooray. Say hooray. Okay, thank you. About to hit our take profit right now. Our first take profit, anyway. First take profit is at 14.18, as you can see right here. If we hit that, we'd be golden corral. Now let's manage our risk, bring our risk down. It's $120. Still somewhat to one to 1.5 or something. One to 1.5, one to 1.5. So that's not bad as 1 to 1. But let's hit our take profit right here, guys. And then we have our ultimate profit at 14.13. But we don't have to be greedy. We can move that. This is the type of stuff we do. We move things around just to try to guarantee our profit there. So we're going to eliminate these two orders we have here, and then we're going to hope that we can get this. See, look at that, bounce back up before. We're going to hope we're going to be able to get to 14.85, and then I'll move that up to 14.15. But if this continues to play with me on the green side, like it wants to go back up, I'm going to exercise my greed and bring this back down to 14.13, where I had it at, because it's making me mad by doing that. I wanted to just give it to me, but it didn't give it to me, so now I got to take more. That's crazy. It's all psychological. It's psychological. Had it came down, I would have got out at 14.15. But since they want to play around, I'm going to get out at 14.13 and take 2 more cents from you, Mr. TSLA. Okay, let me stop. Let me start thinking. Man, yo, great. But anyway, you see what's happening, right? You see what's happening. We're about to hit that. Can you guys see this? We're about to hit the profit, man. And guess what? If we hit this profit right now, no, I ain't gonna say if, I'm saying when we hit this profit right now, that would be the end of the day for me, guys. Boom! There we go, right in your face. They said live, instant gratification of the rectification of the analyzation of the technicals that brought us today a profit anyway. I'm going to go ahead and take this because I don't want to play. Let's get it up so we can get out here and take this today, and we don't have to worry about it. What I was getting ready to say, why is it not allowing me to do what I'm trying to do here, which is change my price? Can I do that? I can't change my price, huh? Stop it. Let me change my price, man. Well, it won't let me do it. Okay. See, it always does stuff like that where you try to make money, it won't let you make money. It's crazy. See how I did that? You just see what it just did? Do you see what it just did? It turned around and went all the way back up to where it's not supposed to be, because it's seeing me trying to get out. It's seeing me trying to take the profit, right? Look at this. It won't even let me modify the situation. Okay. All right. So in this case, I'm just going to say, see you guys later. I ain't playing with you. So I don't want to play. So I don't want to play. I don't want to play with you. I don't. I don't. I don't want to play. I want to just get the hell out. I don't want to play with you. I don't want to play with you, man. I just think I want to play with you today. I don't want to play. Don't you understand that? Let me see. Let me see. I don't want to play. Why do I not understand I don't want to play? Get me out of this stop. Let me go. Let me go, my train. Let me go. You see what it's doing right now? So when it does that type of stuff, guess what I do? I do something that I want you guys to learn this too. It's called punching out, right? That means you're gonna buy on the on the what you call. You're gonna buy on the axe. You're gonna get the hell out. And you'll be done for the day. So I'm done. All right. This is my trades. You seen it. You seen it live. You seen it live on YouTube, right? I'm finished for the day. Check it out. Had a couple trades here, a couple trades there, a couple trades here, and a couple trades there. We finished out with $600. I consider that a good day. I don't know about you, but I'll take it. And guess what? I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and try it all over again. I hope to see you guys there with me because we're at the beginning stages of building an Eiffel Tower of our own. So let's build it. You guys were rolling with Coach TB, trading stocks from behind the eight ball. It was a pleasure and an honor to be able to share my artwork with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments at the bottom. Catch you guys in the morning, 8 a.m. Happy trading.